Well, good day. My name is Quentin Simeon. I am the Interim Assistant Director of Native Student Services here for UAA. And today I wanted to give you a bike tour of campus. And right now we are in front of the Gorsuch Commons. As you can see up here on this street banner, it is just referred to as the Commons. So we're going to be going around campus and looking at some of the things that we have to offer. I wanted to go over some of the equipment that I have here with my bicycle. I have a lock here. It's a solid lock. It's not a cable. You don't want to have a cable lock. Those are really easy to snip. I have a blinking light here. It's to make sure that traffic knows that I'm coming. There is the GoPro mount there. I also have the reflectors. Make sure that you have lots of reflectors so that people can see you when you're biking around. My backpack also has reflectors on it and whatnot. So does my helmet, making sure that we're all reflectored up. I also have a rear view mirror here, which is really handy, being able to see traffic, especially if you're going with traffic, just knowing when somebody is coming up behind you. So we're going to go around and look around campus. I'm just going to plug you in, and then once we get to a spot that is of particular interest, we'll talk about it a little bit, what kind of goes on there, and then just move on. This should be not too long of an experience. It should be fun. So I'm going to plug you into the GoPro mount on my bike, and we are going to check out UAA campus. Let's have some fun. So I said we're going to look around campus, but before we get too much into campus, I thought it might be nice to go and check out the Alaska Native Medical Center right across the street, which is one of the closest neighbors here in the UMed district. That's where campus is, in the eastern part of Anchorage. Directly ahead is the main building of the Alaska Native Medical Center. That's kind of in the center of this campus we have over here. The reason I wanted to show you this building here first before we got onto campus is because almost every night of the week over here there is some sort of Alaska Native drumming, dancing. Sometimes there's gospel. So this is the main entrance for the main hospital, and I'm going backwards up here. Shouldn't be doing that, I guess. So this here is ANMC, and this is the emergency room entrance. It looks like there's some COVID testing or access emergency department check-in. So that's what's going on over here, and the other buildings are all around, but I don't want to get too much into that. We will continue on back onto campus. There's a lake, and there's a really nice trail that circles the lake. Really good for dogs. Okay, so we're gonna head back to campus under this bridge, or through this tunnel here back to campus, and then we will be pretty much on campus for the rest of the time, and we will end up on the west end of campus. This is starting in the east, ending in the west, and close to Lake Otis Parkway. That's where the tour will end up, and that's also kind of near where first year advising is, and so we'll get a chance to see the outside of the PSB, or Professional Studies building, at that time. All right, well, keep on keeping on. We will plug on. Okay, so this is back at the Edward Lee Gorsuch Commons. Over there is going to be the Alaska Airlines Center. That's where most of the sporting activities will be held on campus. It is a very large facility. That's where the state basketball tournaments are held, NYO, volleyball, men's and women's UAA basketball. So yeah, that is the UAA Sports Complex. We are going to go through the student dorm layout here. It's pretty much half capacity at this point, a little bit less, but we will at least take a look and see what campus has to offer. So this is North Hall. This is where a lot of Alaska Native, there's a Alaska Native wing on the top there. Usually every semester there's a whole wing designated for students from rural Alaska. We're hoping that we can at least have some of our students come in and stay with us here at UAA this fall semester, but that's not looking very likely. Better to be safe than sorry. So that's why we're offering distance education for fall of 2020. And we're off to see the Providence medical facility campus, and then we will look at the UAA campus from here. Here we are. It is 11:46 a.m. here in Anchorage, Alaska, and we are looking at the Providence medical facility over there. Right there, that behind the trees, is the UAA library. Back over there is the admin and arts building. We'll go drive by those, and then also we'll move our way west from here. But this right here is the intersection of Providence and Alumni. This is on the east end of the UAA campus. This is a good marking point, so you kind of know where you're at. Providence and Alumni intersection. So this is the UAA Arts building here. This is pretty much the eastern end of campus. There's a back road that heads up back over that way and goes on pretty much the north side of campus. There's a back road you can use to get back over there. Anyways, we're gonna head west from here, like I keep saying. Next building is gonna be admin. I'll just stop and kind of point my bike at it, and then we'll move on to the library. I'll talk about the library a little bit more in depth. All right, well, we'll keep on keeping on. Okay, this is the admin building. It has the office of the chancellor is over here on the west wing, and we have English department here on the bottom left, languages there on the top right, and so it's the administration and humanities building here on the west end of campus. Next is going to be the library. So here is the consortium library. It should be open up throughout the summer. There's people in there studying right now. There are a lot of meetings and stuff that held upstairs on the 3rd floor here in the library. There's a giant pendulum in there. It's pretty awesome. I bet it was shaking here last time whenever we have an earthquake. This building connected to the library. This is the social sciences building. Psychology is up in there, and the 3rd floor on the west end of the building, that's where Alaska Native Studies is located. There is an identical set of stairs on the opposite side of these set of stairs. If you go up there, that's a fast way to get to Alaska Native Studies over here on this end of the campus. Next up, we're going to have a parking garage, and then the natural sciences building coming up on the other side of, I think, Seawolf Drive. All right, hold on. Alright, so this building right here on my left, that's the natural sciences building. Psychology is in there, laboratory, there's mice experiments, pretty cool. Over on that side over there, that is the engineering building, as stated by the sign. This is a pretty busy street. This is UAA Drive, and it cuts from Providence all the way in that direction, back that way, to Northern Lights. There's another parking garage right there. That is the engineering parking garage. We are going to cross the street, and then we will take the Camel Creek Trail. It's on kind of the north end of campus. We'll do the Camel Creek Trail. It's on the north end of campus, sort of. It goes east and west, and that's kind of a pretty nice place to go take a walk, clear your head if you're having kind of a stressed out day here at UAA. Anyways, we're about to cross the street, so hold on. So this is the back side of the student union. That there is where a lot of student activities take place. This is where student life and leadership is. This is also where student government and new student orientation, lots of clubs, activities. There's esports here on campus. We'll circle around the east end of this building, and then we will kind of go through the front and see what the center of campus kind of looks like. But this is the student union. This is the back side of the student union. That's where that nice trail kind of pops out from back there. So we'll just continue on with our tour. Well, there's construction. We can't go over there, so there goes that plan. Let's see if there's we'll go around the other side and kind of just do a big S curve. We'll just make up for it that way. Okay. Well, this is where my office is. This is Native Student Services over here, and this is where we have a lot of art gatherings, discussions, things like that. But we're located in the Edward and Catherine Rasmussen Hall. You can see the Sky Bridge there connects over to the Wells Fargo Sports Complex, and there's basketball also held in there, NYO, different competitions. That's where a lot of the PE classes are also held, and we'll drive back over there. I'll show you where ANMC is and the engineering buildings. But here's where Native Student Services, here in the middle of campus. We kind of have a good view. We're kind of centrally located. It's a beautiful place to work, especially here in the summertime. Unfortunately, we're not able to be on campus. Also in this building, there's business and a really loud helicopter. Can't control that. There's also the disability services, and there's also the Wagner property management, and the student health and counseling center is also in here. The dean's office is located in here, and also the Department of Honors is going to be here on the north end of campus. Anyways, we will circle around and see what else is available here on at UAA. Oh, this is the Allied Health building here. In this building there's dental programs, dental hygiene, dental assisting, there's radiology, there's EMT, fireman, what else is in here? Medical lab science, there's ultrasound. I used to work in that building, so that's kind of a special building for me. Over there is the engineering building. Across the bridge is going to be the health sciences building over there. We'll circle up and I'll just kind of point at them. And on the back side is going to be ANMC, and that's going to be on the east end of the center part of campus. So there's ANMC building. This is where Alaska Native Science and Engineering is, and they have a really cool building here on campus. Over there is the engineering building, primary engineering, and then this is the other view of the student union. Okay, so this here is the Ernest Short Hall. That there is the Sally Montserrat Hall. That's where we have the Learning Commons. They have tutoring services in there for both writing and math. There's also languages assistance, and Trio Upper Bound is also located in that space there. So if that's something that you're affiliated with, that's also a good place. They have a big math lab in there, and a lot of first year classes are held on the periphery of that building. This is the Lucy Cuddy Hall over here. That's where dining services is. There's also hospitality training associates in this space here. Over there is like outside sciences, archaeology, anthropology, geography, and geology. And that big building in the background, that is the Wendy Williamson Auditorium, and that is where there's a lot of concerts. There's where we have a lot of really cool theater programming and things like that. Big huge gatherings in there for large shows and whatnot. Usually a comedy shows during campus kickoff. This year we can't obviously have large gatherings, so that kind of sucks, but it is our one of the largest auditoriums in Anchorage. And behind me again is the Rasmussen Hall, and this is the end where you have disability services, and the student health and counseling center is over here on this end as well, and then our offices are here on the south facing side of the building. So in the Ernest Short Hall, that's where UPD and parking services, University Police Department, see their cop cars are over there. And also in this building are other classes, a lot of communication, writing, classes of that nature are going to be held in this building. We're going to go a little bit more west, sorry, and finish up in the Professional Sciences building in the Beatrice McDonald. Hold on. This is the north side of the Professional Studies building here on campus. Over there in that direction is where auto and diesel technology lies. There's also welding programs in that building right there. So if you are in associates program in diesel, gas, diesel, engines, small engines, whatever, or in the welding program, that's where your classes will be held. That right there is the Beatrice McDonald building. Like I said, outdoor sciences, geology, geography, anthropology, kind of digging in the dirt kind of stuff. But on the second floor here on the Professional Studies building is going to be where the first year advising suite is. You're going to want to get familiar with this end of the building here on the second floor. That's where I used to work when I first, my second job here at UAA while I was back here. And anyways, So they can help with almost every single program. Some of the associates of applied sciences need special advising, and so you need to see your specific program advisor for them. But if your program is not an associates of applied sciences, this is kind of where your advising will begin here at UAA. So that's basically it. There's a squirrel running around right there, and this is the other side of the Sally Montserrat Hall. This is where you'll have the Learning Commons, reading and writing tutoring, and also your math lab and some math classes, and a lot of 100 level courses and preparatory classes are in this space over here. So that's basically it for campus. We will hopefully see you here at UAA. Enjoy whatever time you have for the rest of your summer, and good luck.